Welcome to the very first episode of And That's Okay. I'm super excited to be here today, and we're going to explore something that touches all of our lives: understanding and validating our emotions. It's a big topic, but so important. So let's dive in and make sense of it all together. Welcome to And That's Okay, the podcast where we explore the ups and downs of life and remind ourselves that whatever we're feeling, it's for a reason, and that's okay. I'm Lisa Renee Scott, your host and passionate believer that every feeling matters and every step forward counts. Each week, we'll dive into real-life challenges, share relatable experiences, and offer actionable steps to help you navigate through it all. But before we jump in, I want to remind you that I am not a licensed doctor or therapist. I'm here to share experiences and insights that have worked for me and others like me. Let's get started. Today's episode is all about understanding and validating our emotions. So often we're taught to brush off our feelings or push them aside. But in reality, every emotion we experience is valid. And that's okay. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or even just a bit down, it's important to recognize that those feelings are real and deserve your attention. Let's take a closer look at why understanding and validating our emotions is so crucial. Many of us have grown up in environments where we're told to toughen up or stop being so emotional or get over it, right? These messages can lead us to internalize the idea that feeling is somehow wrong or shows weakness. But the truth is, emotions are a natural part of being human. They're our body's way of signaling that something needs attention, whether it's a boundary being crossed or an unmet need or a situation that requires a change. Think about it. If we dismiss our emotions, we're missing out on important information that can guide our decisions and help us grow. For example, if you're feeling anxious about a big project at work, that anxiety might be telling you that you need more preparation or maybe even additional support. Ignoring it won't make it go away, but acknowledging it can help you make necessary steps to address the underlying issue. Let's consider a real-life example. Imagine you're a busy parent juggling work, household responsibilities, and taking care of the kids. One day you find yourself feeling completely overwhelmed, snapping at your spouse, snapping at the kids, and feeling guilty about it. You might think, I shouldn't be feeling this way, or I need to keep it together, or I can be better. But the reality is, these feelings of overwhelm are your body's way of saying, I need a break. And that's okay. This is a sign that you need to give yourself permission to rest and ask for help, rather than pushing through and pretending everything is fine. Validating those feelings allow you to take proactive steps to care for yourself and improve your well-being. So, what can we take away from this? First, it is essential to understand that emotions aren't inherently good or bad. They're simply signals from our body to our mind. Second, by acknowledging and validating our emotions, we give ourselves the opportunity to address what's really going on beneath the surface. And finally, remember that whatever you're feeling, repeat after me, and that's okay. Now, let's reflect on what we can apply this understanding to our daily lives. Start by noticing when you're feeling a strong emotion, and instead of pushing it away, take a moment to sit with it. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? By doing this, you're giving yourself the space to process and respond to your feelings in a very healthy way. Here are 3 specific steps you can take to start validating your emotions today. Next time you notice a strong emotion, pause for a moment. This is called pause and acknowledge. Take a deep breath and simply acknowledge the feeling without judgment to yourself. This helps you avoid reacting impulsively and allows you to understand your emotional state better. Maybe you might want to start journaling your feelings, and this is the second suggested action step for you. Maybe set aside 5 to 10 minutes every day to write down how you're feeling. Don't worry about grammar or structure. Just let those thoughts flow through the pen. Journaling can help you process your emotions and can reveal patterns or triggers that you might not have noticed otherwise. And the third step is to practice self-compassion. When you catch yourself being critical of your emotions, gently remind yourself that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. You might say something like, I'm feeling stressed right now, and that's okay. Self-compassion reduces the intensity of negative emotions and helps you approach your feelings with kindness rather than criticism. So let's recap the points of today's episode. Emotions are signals. They're not something to be ashamed of or ignored. They're vital cues that help you navigate our lives. And that's okay. Second, validate and acknowledge. By validating your feelings, you're not giving them power over you. You're simply giving yourself the information you need to move forward in a healthy way. And that's okay. And third, pause and acknowledge. Pause and acknowledge your feelings, journal them, and practice self-compassion. And that too is okay. Remember, it's not about being perfect or never feeling negative emotions. It's about understanding that whatever you're feeling is part of the journey. And that's okay. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of And That's Okay. I hope you found our discussion insightful and that you are leaving with some practical steps to apply in your own life. Remember, no matter what you're feeling or going through, you have feelings, and that's okay. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might benefit from today's topic. Until next week, take care and keep moving forward, one feeling, one step at a time.